Okay, guys, I think we are live. Testing. We had technical difficulties the other day, and I'm just hoping we can hear me, guys. If you can hear me, let me know. And let me take a sip of water. Little tickle in my throat. There we go. Got a sip of water. Hey, guys, how are you doing? Welcome to this live. So today, I think you've seen the heading of the live. I'm just going to show you what some of our members in the community. Now, when I talk about community, I'm talking about the Smart Wolf Club, okay? I guess a few of you are on here because of the community, and the many of you are going to watch onto YouTube. You have a chance to join the community. The link is always in the description and pinned on the comments. All you need is your name, your email address. Go in there, join the Smart Wolf Club so you can be informed of what is going on in the Smart Wolf Club. And for those of you who need hand holding, you need somebody to train you one-on-one to show you all this stuff that we talk about, you can join our master classes. Okay, so you are presented with that opportunity once you join the Smart Wolf Club. Well, that's a choice. Okay, so nothing to sell here. I'm just gonna pour onto you guys because most of us believe that lack of knowledge is what is causing a lot of suffering in humans. The human species is suffering because of lack of knowledge. And if you have knowledge, or if you're gifted, or if you're lucky to learn something, please share with your brothers, okay, and sisters. The master teacher says, if you believe in something, learn everything about what you believe in, practice. Okay, very important to practice, because practice, they say, makes perfect. So you practice and then teach others. Now, teaching others does two things to you guys. Before I get into the training, okay, let me get this out of the way. And I'm also waiting for some of you guys to get your coffee, get all situated, get your notepad, take the cat out of the room, remove all the distractions. If it means closing the windows, closing the door, so that you can pay attention. It's going to be a really short training, extremely short today, unlike some of our webinars, but it's going to be jam-packed, actionable things that you can just take right now and do exactly what the headline says. How to make at least more than $1 per day. Okay. Now, this training is targeted to, because, you know, in the Smart Wolf Club, we have a lot of members from all over the world. We have a majority of our members from countries where they live under $1 per day. Okay. Now, let that sink for a moment, because some of you, $1 per day is really nothing. Okay. That's, some of you live in countries where $100 is what you spend for breakfast. Okay. So I might not be talking to you when I say making at least $1 per day. This may not be for you, because $1 per day for you is nothing. But it may also be for you, because just imagine making $1 per day in a very passive fashion. Okay, you just set these machines, the little machines, once. You set them once, and they'll be churning the dollars for you. All you have to do is come in and do a few things that we're going to talk about. Okay, so you could be at the beach, you could be sleeping, enjoying whatever you like, your hobbies, playing golf, listening to music, volunteering to your local church, or singing, whatever you like, learning a new skill, or like AI, for example, you're learning how to create videos, you're learning how to create music. And these little machines are automatically churning out $1 for you. And then I'm going to show you how you can actually take this $1 and literally probably replace your income. So we're just going to let your imagination flow here. Okay, so are you with me, guys? Now, if you're an unbeliever, stay up to the end, because at the end, I'm going to share a few bonuses. Okay, I'm going to show you a few things that you can do right now and have that machine set up for you. It's very simple. And if you need my help and the help of the coaches in the Smart Wolf Club, because we have coaches from all over the world, you guys, If you have attended our webinars, we talk about this all the time. Okay, we have coaches from all over the world. So wherever you are, there's somebody who can help you. And if you really need our help, you know where to find us. Okay, you can join our social medias. The links are in the description, or you can send us an email, or you can actually comment below this video. For those of you who are watching the replay on YouTube, if you comment on this below the videos, one of us will get back to you. It may take a day or two because we are extremely busy and time is so little in our hands. We are so busy, but trust me, within a day or two, somebody will respond to your comment and they can help you get set up. Our goal is to help as many brothers and sisters achieve their freedoms. We talk about the 3 freedoms that we focus. We are not focused. We are not interested in these other freedoms. We are all interested in 3 freedoms. That is financial, time, and location. Okay, these 3 freedoms. Not political stuff, not religious, not gender, whatever. No, we are not into those actions. They call them whatever actions they call them. No, we are not into that. Interested in only 3 freedoms. Okay, guys? So what I want you guys to do right now is to pay attention, okay? And before we proceed, we're going to have to do the 2 things that we normally have to do, the 2 housekeeping exercises. Well, sometimes, guys, I have a snack. This is some nuts here. I got the mixed nuts. So when I'm working on my computer, sometimes I tend to snack on my... So I have some mixed nuts there that I really like. If you're around, I would give you a handful, but you're not here. Okay, we can virtually do that. Okay. Anyway, guys, so that's just by the way. Let's do the 2 things. One is to pray, because we need help. We all need help, especially when we are dealing with trading, digital marketing online, where you are actually putting in some investment, time, money. So that we need help. We all need help from the man above, okay? And it doesn't matter what you believe in. You need help. We need help from the man above, okay? And then secondly, we have to put a disclaimer. Now, this is critical because some of you come on here and I don't know where you've come from. You've been abused, probably. You've been to programs that have taken your money, taken away your belief, lowered your esteems. You've lost money because we've all gone through that, okay? Sometimes you go into something and you lose money, or you lose time, which is money, okay? Time is the most valuable resource. So sometimes you attend all these lectures, 4-hour webinars, 2 days, and then you lose money, okay? So that also is an issue, okay? So the other thing we can do is we can put that disclaimer. Okay, so let's put a disclaimer. Let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the Power Almighty, we pray that whoever is going to apply this training may be successful. We pray that the teachings that we're going to share here may help you guys, may help whoever is going to apply them. We pray this in the belief of the power of the Almighty. Amen. Thank you, guys. Disclaimer. Whatever we're going to share with you guys here is not financial advice, professional financial advice, or investment advice. This is just what our members are doing, our students are doing, what our coaches are doing in the community. So you have to do your own research and your further research and due diligence. And just know that it is very risky. Any type of investment where you're going to put your money, like trading, crypto, stocks, Forex, any assets, digital marketing, where you're going to put your money, you risk to lose your money, your entire investment or part of it. So if you're going into these, please always go into these with only money that you can afford to lose. If you can't afford to lose it, don't go into this, okay? The other thing that I want you guys to know is that this may require some training, okay? So it's not like a get-rich-quick scheme. You may have to practice. You may have to spend time to understand the processes. And of course, we are not guaranteeing you any results. We may show you some numbers here, We might draw some numbers, we might do some calculations, but that's not a guarantee that you're going to achieve those results. Okay. So with that out of the way, let's begin. So how can you make at least $1 per day? Okay. So I'm going to share this. One moment before I proceed. I'm going to share this with you guys. Just a moment. Okay. Very important. I'm going to share this with you guys. I will share with this just a second. Okay, guys, so that's taken care of. Very important. Life, things you plan, but things happen because we are human. You plan something, but something else comes. So sometimes you have to take care of things like that. But that's just, by the way, that's life. That is nature. That's how it is, okay? It's not a straight line, You're going to get curve bends, curve balls thrown at you. So you're going to just learn how to duck that ball and keep on moving, okay? Don't lose your focus. Take care of these other things. There's always time for everything. So you can plan and execute. Because I was just reading something before I even jump into and show you guys the $1 machines. This will take me like 2 minutes. Okay. Let's get something here. The mindset. Just listen to me. Okay. Just listen to me. You may not understand right now, but just listen to me. Okay. Actions and execution. We've had so many times that you must take action to achieve something, or you take action to get a result. But somebody says, these are smart people, okay? These are people who have succeeded. Somebody says that sometimes it's not just the action, it is the execution that really matters. Because you can take action and you can seem to be extremely busy. Like, for example, you can change your lifestyle, wake up very early. You took action, like you used to wake up at 9 a.m., you wake up at 6 a.m. So you took action. But execution part is what's going to make the difference. When you took action, when you woke up early, what did you do with that time? So some people might wake up early and say, okay, I'm now taking action. It's like, for example, let's take the common example that everybody is given. Weight loss, for example. Come New Year, you have a resolution to lose so many pounds. Let's say 100 pounds or 50 pounds this year. And you actually get into the process. You actually register with a gym, local gym, or even get a personal trainer if you can afford it. And some of you actually change. You go to your kitchen and throw away all the junk stuff. And now you start going to the Whole Foods or the fresh, organic, whatever it is. So you're changing your diet completely. All the carbs out, just vegetables, rich stuff, nutritionally rich, something good for your body. You start going into that stuff. And you do it for some time. So that is actually taking action. And people do it for some time. They might do it for the first 5 days. They actually go to the gym on time. They meet the trainer on time, and they attend all these sessions, yours faithfully. But do you ask yourself what happens? Because you actually start achieving the results. People actually lose weight. Some people become even more healthier, energetic, and they feel really good. And then all of a sudden, boom, something happens. They quit and they go back to their old self, their normal. And then these cycles repeat year in, year out, several years. And then you wonder what happened. So this is what these smart guys are saying. It is not just the action, it is the execution. And then all this is dressed by habits. Now, when it comes to habits, my friend, this is the hardest thing. Breaking those bad habits, breaking those old crazy habits, man, it's not easy. I mean, it's the toughest thing. So unless something transitions from an action to plus execution into a habit, you don't stand a chance. Okay? So just think about that. Look at the things that you have aspired to do, you have planned to do, the goals you have set in life over the years. Some of us have been online for many, many years, okay? A lot of our coaches in the Smart Wolf Club have been online, some of them since 1998, okay? Yes, 1998. You guys forget the internet is old. It's over 30 years old. The internet is over 30 years old, guys. So some of our coaches have been online for many years. They've gone through all these. They've gone through the 2000 whatever was called crash. They've gone through ups and downs. Now that's something also you have to know. Okay, if you're going through a down situation, like you're feeling really, really down, just know that soon you're gonna start going up. It's natural. Like we go up and down. It's like the economy. It goes up and down. After recession comes expansion. So it's just around the corner. So you just have to hang in there for just enough so you can get to the point where it makes the curve and starts going up. So that's the same thing, you know, when you're going through like some tough time, really hard times, whether it's online, you're losing money because of some deals or some training or some investments you're making, or workplace, it's going down. Just know that you just need to hang in there long enough so that you can see the expansion. Now, you have to do some things. Sometimes you may have to leave. You may have to change the way you do things. You may have to change the career. You may have to change your strategy. If it is trading, maybe you have to learn a new skill. You may have to learn a new strategy. You may have to change the assets that you're trading. Okay. You may have to adopt another system altogether. Okay. Like now they're talking about AI. So maybe you may have to get proficient with AI. I'm just giving you an example. So you may have to hang in there enough to survive so you can see the expansion. Because some people don't last long enough. Okay. They give up too soon. Okay. So here we are. Okay. That was just the talk. And now I'm going to show you how our students, not one, many, and this one particular one is of interest, because if you didn't watch my previous training, go and watch it. This particular student lives in a country where they live under $1 per day. Okay. But he has found out a way of making at least that $1 passively. Okay. It is not 100% passive because you still have to set up the machines. I don't think there's anything that's 100% passive, because you really have to set it up, and maybe once a week or once a day, you have to go in and check, make sure everything is clicking and clanking, clicking and clicking at the same time. Okay. Because they're machines. They're little money-making machines. So they're going to run on their own, but you need to go in and check, make sure everybody is behaving the way you expect them to behave. So if it's assets that you've picked, if it's a pool that you've picked, if it is a pair of assets that you've picked, if you're trading a stock, you want to go and see what is happening. Is the strategy still holding on? Are the rules still being followed? Because you have your own rules. Maybe you've set your take profit here, stop loss here. So you want to go and see, am I getting too close to my stop loss? Am I getting too close to my take profit? Do I need to adjust something? You know what I mean? So there's always reason to go in and check. So that's why I say it's passive, but it's not 100% passive. I don't think there's anything like that, because you still have to go in, and if there's anything that's 100% passive, let me know. It's something that you don't need to set it up or you check, or you just wish it in your head and it happens. Let me know. If there's anything like that, I would like to know what that is. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen now. Okay. So I'm going to become smaller in a corner, this corner right here. I'm going to be somewhere here, and then you're going to see a screen right there. That screen is just one of the little things that this student is doing. And because they're willing to share, for the sake of privacy, we might not reveal their name, but you're just going to see what they're doing right now. And with their permission, I'm going to share the screen, and we're going to get the screen share so we can show you guys live what is going on in his little account. Okay. This is not something that's going to make you rich today, but for this particular student, it means a lot. This is somebody who lives under $1 per day. Okay. And now he has found a way of making that $1 without having to break a sweat like he used to. Work in the field, work in somebody's garden, dig somebody's garden to make the $1. Now he's making that from his computer. Just imagine, let that sink, guys, because we take things for granted, okay? This is somebody who had to break a sweat, like wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning and toil, dig somebody under the sun, somebody's land for whole day just to make $1 to bring home some bread, some milk, and some food for his family. And now he's able to he did these things on the computer, and now this is able to generate him that $1. So literally he has replaced his income, daily income. And now he's teaching others, including me. That's why he shared this with me. And since we promised that we're going to share everything with you guys, we love you so much, our community. And make sure you subscribe, join the community. If you feel that love, we're going to share this with you. And we're going to give you the actionable steps that you can take. And so you can just copy. They say success is copying those who are already succeeding. So just copy what this fellow is doing. No guarantees, as I said, that you're going to receive the same results. You could even lose your whatever. But just for the sake of it, you can do your own research. And if you like what you see, you can do your own research and you can implement that for yourself. And if you need help, you can always ask. Our coaches, our students are going to help you. Okay. So let's share the screen. Just take me a minute to share this screen. I'm waiting for that screen share to show up. But before I share the screen, let me show you one very interesting fact. The fact that we are talking about crypto, okay, this is part of our crypto training, okay, cryptocurrency training, free training. And I've put a playlist actually below here. You guys can go and watch all those. If you are new to crypto, you're a beginner, you're not making any money, you may learn one or two things here that can make a difference in your life. That's all we are looking forward to. If we can help even one person out of the many, I'm happy. Okay, if I can just help anybody as I help myself, okay, I'm in a journey. We are all in this journey, okay, together. It's a journey of 1,000 miles. So they say together we can walk very, very far. Alone, I can walk fast, but together we can walk far. So we want to walk the farthest. That's why we are sharing this with you. Because some people wonder, why are you sharing this with us? I promised, and with the permission of my coaches and the help of my students, I am bringing you these trainings for free, guys. Okay, so keep your credit cards away. Some of you are so used to being sold stuff that I'm just waiting for the screen share to pop up here, guys. Okay, I'm not just wasting your time. Okay, so I'm going to show you one thing first, and then we're going to go to these little machines that you can set up for yourself and start making $1. And then we're going to do the maths and see, for those of you who are looking, who live in countries where you need to make at least $100 per day, we're going to do the maths. It's very simple mathematics. We're going to do the maths and see what you need to do to make it worthwhile for you. Because some of you will hear $1 and you'll be like, yeah, that's nothing. I spend $100 for breakfast. So how can you make that $100 using the same machine? Because actually the sky is the limit here. You can make so much because we have coaches who are making so much using the same strategy. And this is where the student learned. And this student is willing to share his journey with you guys. And with that, I'm happy to bring his journey to you guys. And I'm going to be sharing more and more of these journeys. It's not only in crypto, Forex, stocks. We're going to be sharing all this. So if you haven't been watching some of our trainings, please subscribe. Do us a favor, like this video so that YouTube can share this with many students. Our goal is to grow this YouTube channel, the Smart Wolf Club, so we can help men and women acquire the knowledge, and so we can remove what we call the suffering. The Bible says that in the book of Hosea. Men are suffering because of lack of knowledge. So we want to produce massive knowledge so we can remove the suffering. Do you want to be part of that? Do you really want to be part of that? Like and share, subscribe. And now, guys, there you go. What you've been watching, what you've been waiting for. So here, guys, you can see I have okay, let me refresh this. Okay, so you guys can see I'm refreshing this screen so you know it's live. Okay, there you go. So guys, what do you see here? This is a screen from TradingView. Now, what is TradingView? TradingView is the platform that we use for analysis, okay? All the assets that we use for our trading, whether we are trading Forex, stocks, crypto, other assets like futures, indices, even assets like oil, whatever. We use this for our analysis, okay? Gold, metals, silver, indices, the NAS 100, the US 30. We use this for analysis, okay? So you can just go here and you can see all the assets that you can trade. Options, some of you are big time into options. Actually, in our future trainings, if you don't want to miss out, subscribe. We're going to be talking about how you can actually make your annual income. You can make that selling options for cash flow. Cash flow, guys. Cash flow. Where you have your money working for you 24/7, guys. This is interesting. This is semi-passive, guys. All you have to do is maybe once a month, go in on a Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon and set up your option trades. And they will pay you the entire month. Okay. Now, do you need money to do that? Yes, you're going to need some money to get started. Okay. But it doesn't matter. Depending on your goals, you can start in a small way. You can start in your own small way. Okay. Because we are all different. Okay. Like I'm just going to show you a student who lives under $1 per day, and he is smiling right now. So in his small way, he is achieving success. For some of you, it might not mean a lot, but I'm going to show you how some of you can take this and make it applicable to yourselves. If you're spending $1,000 per day, we're going to make this applicable to you. So you can actually be able to make that $1,000 per day. We're just going to do some mathematics, some maths. We're going to do some addition and subtraction, and we're going to come up with the numbers for you. And we're going to do it right here today. Okay? So if you're good for that, let's go, guys. So why did I bring this this screen up? Okay, this screen here, I'm looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar. Okay, and I'm on a 4-hour time frame. Okay, so each candle here, guys, represents 4 hours. So I'm trying to tell you that you can leverage technology right now and make your life much easier. Almost passive, guys. Really, you don't have to be glued in front of your computer. So you're going to go to TradingView. You're going to use a simple signal generator, simple indicator, very simple. It's free, doesn't cost you any money. Okay, you're going to set it up 4 hours, every 4 hours. Now, some of you want to do it every hour. Okay, that's going to look like work, because that means every hour you could, there's a likelihood every hour may give you more signals than let's see, this is 4 hours. You can only see 2 signals on here. Let's put 1 hour here and see what happens. See? So that's how many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we can check. This was 25th, and this was 25th at 1 p.m. 25th at no, this is the 4th. This is the 4th. This is the 3rd. 11 a.m., 1 p.m. So 1 p.m. on the 3rd, you got a signal. 11 a.m. on the 4th, you got a signal. Okay. So the signal on the 3rd at 1 p.m. says sell. Basically, it tells you take a short on Bitcoin. Okay. Sell Bitcoin. So you sold Bitcoin. And then at 11 a.m. on the 4th, it tells you buy. So that means exit your sell, your short on Bitcoin. You exit that and you're going to take a buy. Are we together, guys? So you said it one day, the next day you get a signal on your phone. You could be at the beach, you could be at the golf course. You got this alert on your phone that tells you it's time to get out of your trade that you took the day before. Okay. You get out of that and you enter another one right away. You're going to take a trade. You're going to do what? You're going to sell. You're going to buy Bitcoin. Exit the sell, enter the buy. And then on the 5th, so how many hours are this? So that was 4th, 11 a.m. And this is 5th, 8 a.m. Wow. Less than 12 hours. No, more than less than 12 hours, right? No, that's more than 12 hours. Less than 24 hours. So at 8 a.m., you get another signal which says sell. So that means exit, buy, enter, sell. And you're still in that sell now, okay? So right now, you're still in that sell. And you're squarely in profit because look at this massive candle here. You can see this massive candle that happened today. This massive candle here, it's a crazy bearish candle here. Bitcoin literally dropped from 112,514 to about 109, 110. There, right there. Almost a $2,000 difference right there. So some people are already celebrating in the community. They made tons of money right here because of that huge candle, having taken the trade in the morning at 8 a.m. And that was Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They got the signal, they entered a sell, okay, shorted Bitcoin, and boom, they're still in the trade, waiting for a signal to tell them to get out. The signal will say buy, time to buy. So that means it's time to close your sell trade and enter a buy trade. So guys, you can see, you can do this all year long, whether on a Monday, on a Sunday, because crypto is 24/7, guys. So this is just a bonus training I'm giving you guys. Now, if you want to know how to set this up and you're having problems with this, just comment below, guys. Okay, let me know. And one of our students is going to hold your hand and show you how to do it. And if you need further training, like what are candles, how to set up this for yourself, and you want to become a millionaire, and you want to make a lot of money using this strategy, you want to quit your job, your rat race, everything, you want to achieve your dreams, well, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but you can have one of our coaches work with you, so you can join the masterclasses. The crypto trading masterclass is available for you guys. It fills up quickly, so you might go there and find no space. Just join the waiting list because the coaches their time is extremely valuable and they only admit serious individuals. Okay, so you might not be admitted. No guarantee that you'll get a spot. Okay, you have to be serious. Okay, all right. So this is just one of the ways that guys are actively, not really actively, you can decide how active you want to be in this because you can change the time frame here. You can say 4 hours. If we put 4 hours, the signal doesn't come every day. The signal comes, so you see here, 1st of September, we had a signal, and then the 5th of September. So 1 week, literally, 4 hours will give you like 1 or 2 trades per week. So for those of you who don't want to be involved at all, like all the time, you only want to do this once, and then maybe once a week or twice, 2 days a week to check this, you can choose the 4-hour time frame and you can set your alert accordingly. Okay, you can set your alert accordingly right here. So where it says interval 4 hours, you can choose 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Okay, so 4 hours will give you about a weekly trade. So every week you can reap your profits. Okay, so you can give yourself a small paycheck every week. Okay, based on this setup here, and that's what the setup that we have on here right now. Okay, for one of our students, they are extremely busy. They're using the 4 hour now. But for some of you who have more time on your hand and you want to generate quick money, maybe once every day, here you can pay yourself once every day, because you see this was done on the 4th, this was closed on the 5th, and another trade taken on the 5th. It will probably close on the 6th. So you can have a daily, these are day traders, okay? Day traders going into swing traders, okay? So you can have a week, an hourly alert. Let's see if there's anything lower than an hour. No, the hourly alert is the lowest, because they understand people are busy, okay? So every hour you're gonna get the signal, okay? Using free strategies. And you can see they're almost 99% accurate, because you can see the sell point here. If you sold here and got out here, you made money. If you bought here and got out here, you made money. So do you guys see? This is a brain dead keep it simple, stupid strategy, okay? Anybody can do this. Now 16-year-olds are doing this. My 99-year-old grandmother can probably do this, guys. Okay? This is not hard. Now, some of you might be hard to just put the things clicking, and first you're gonna need a trading exchange, a platform. If you need help with that, we've put some links in the description for you, those crypto platforms where you can actually trade your crypto, okay? There's Coinbase, there's many now. There's even Robinhood, okay? Those of you who have Robinhood app downloaded on your phone, you can trade crypto, Bitcoin on Robinhood, okay? So all you have to do is attach your bank account or your credit card or your debit card to Robinhood, buy some Bitcoin, and set up this signal, okay? Open a TradingView account, which is free. Now, to get the signals, you have to subscribe. It's a cup of coffee. Literally, it's a cup of coffee per month. Subscribe. I put the link in the description. Use that. You get a discount. That's our link. Use that to sign up for TradingView. So sign up, subscribe. You can take the least subscription, cup of coffee a month. Now, that will allow you to get the signal. So go ahead and set up your signal and start following the signal. You get that alert on your phone. You go and execute on your Robinhood app, okay? If it says buy, you buy. If it says sell, you sell. How easy can that be? Okay? And you pocket the difference, okay? All right, guys. I am going to go back to the $1 per day machine. I'm going to show you. There are many machines, but I'm just going to show you this one. And then in my subsequent training, I'm going to make it a little bit more complicated with the chances of those of you guys who want to go a little step high. You want to take it a step higher, more advanced, where you want to make, more rewards, more returns. Okay. Of course, more risk. The higher the return, the higher the risk, goes without say. Okay. But let's look at this one here, which is fairly conservative. So I'm going to share the screen now. Give me a minute, guys. I will share this screen and show you what the student is doing. So I'm back here. I'm going to bring up the screen. And I will show you one of the machines that's generating our student at least $1 per day. Okay. There we go. There we go. So there is many platforms out there that you can use for what our purpose is here. Today, I'm going to show you one platform, and it is called Orca.so. I'm going to share it slowly. I'm going to say it slowly again. Orca. Like, the orca, the fish, a type of a whale. Orca.so. Okay, go ahead and get yourself acquainted with that platform. Now, you're going to need a few things to make this work, to set up these machines. You're going to need a wallet, a crypto wallet. Now, if you don't know what a crypto wallet is, you can ask below, comment below. We'll tell you what a crypto wallet is and how to get one. Now, some of you are going to be asking, which is a good one? Do your own research, guys, okay? Okay? But I'll tell you what my student is using. My student is using the Phantom wallet right here. You can see that it's a desktop app right here. Okay, you download that on your app or extension. It's a desktop extension, Google Chrome extension. You can see it's right there. You download Phantom Wallet. Okay. Now, how are you gonna get crypto onto Phantom Wallet? Again, you go once you download your Phantom Wallet, you can buy crypto. It shows you where to buy crypto. Okay, you can transfer crypto from your crypto platform. Okay, if you don't have crypto platform, we have put so many down in the description. There's Coinbase. Now we're talking about Robinhood. By the way, guys, you can buy crypto from Robinhood. You can buy crypto from Binance, KuCoin. There are many, guys. Okay, just if you do a simple Google search, you're gonna get so many platforms where you can buy crypto. So all you have to do is first download your wallet. Now it's gonna give you some secret keys. These are short words, like 24 of them. You gotta keep these safely, guys, locked, tucked somewhere, because if you lose those keys, you're gonna lose your wallet. So that's very, very important. When you're setting it up, pay attention, guys. Save the keys, save your keys, okay, in a secure place. Don't take screenshots, don't take whatever on your phone, because you can lose your phone and lose you. Make sure you have them somewhere, either written down and sealed nicely for you for safekeeping. Okay, keep those key wallets keys, save those, and then once you have your Phantom downloaded on your laptop, you can now transfer your crypto. Okay, because you're going to need a few coins, okay, to start with. So you can transfer some coins, and I'll show you what my student has gotten himself into, and he's generating. You can see, like right now he has a pending yield of $3.05. So this is a 3-day wage for this student. Okay, this student lives under $1 per day. They have to go out in the field 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. work somebody's garden, construction site, and they get paid $1. Okay, now student has found a way to generate that dollar using very simple machine. This one is just one of the machines. Now he has many now. Okay, so this guy is becoming very, very, very happy right now. Okay, he's able to do that simply by participating in these machines. Now, what are these called? These are market makers. Okay, automatic market making. Literally, what you're doing here is you're providing liquidity. You are providing liquidity. And what you are doing is you are farming, yield farming. Now, I lost some of you when I say big terms like that. I'm going to make it simple. You have some money, you have some crypto, which you're not using. It's just lying there in your wallet or in your platform. I know a lot of you do that. A lot of you have coins that you bought a few years ago and you're holding them. You're hoping that they're going to shoot to the moon, just like Bitcoin has done. Bitcoin has moved from $1 in 2011 and now it's 100 and something. So you're hoping one day Bitcoin is going to get to 13 million, like one of the rich guys said, that at some point one Bitcoin is going to be equivalent to 13 million, because the number of Bitcoins is only 21 million. And more people are becoming aware, and more institutions are adopting Bitcoin. So what is going to happen? There's going to be a rush. The demand, high demand, low supply, same supply, price is going to go up. So Bitcoin may just go. And we have seen that in the last cycles that some of you have been here. It's like Bitcoin doubles every cycle. Okay, every 4 years, Bitcoin doubles. Literally, it doubles. Last 4 years, Bitcoin, around the COVID time, Bitcoin ended the season, the cycle at about 69,000, almost 70,000. And now Bitcoin is already 113, 100, even as high as 125, almost doubling in 4 years. And we are not done yet. Okay, so, and now it's even becoming more interesting because more institutions, more big money is coming buying crypto. Okay, the more awareness. Okay, the rules, the laws of the nations, different countries are changing. More institutions are adopting this, and you can find that on your own. Just do a quick research about Bitcoin news, and you will be able to see which funds, which pension funds, which banks are adopting, which countries are already setting things in motion for crypto, digital currencies. We are becoming more and more aware of this existence of digital currency. And the biggest one on the block is Bitcoin, okay? That goes without saying. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you guys is once you have your wallet set up, first, you have a crypto platform where you can buy your cryptos. So for some of you, Coinbase, Robinhood, Kraken, Binance, there are so many, guys. KuCoin, Bybit, BitGet, all these places you can buy crypto using your credit cards or bank account or money transfer. Okay, some of you have mobile money services. Some of them do accept all, depending on which country you come from. Okay, that's why I cannot tell you which one, because we have students from all over the world. Our audience is worldwide. We have students in the community from everywhere, and they all have different ways of getting crypto based on their country. Some countries don't permit this wallet, this platform. Some countries don't permit this platform. Some platforms you need KYC, but there's some that you don't, okay? Like Bluffin, you can go and check Bluffin. I think I'll put the links in the descriptions for you. Woo, there are so many. So you can go and Pionex, okay? So some of them don't need KYC. KYC means know your customer, where you have to upload your photos, your IDs, your passports. Some of them require that, some do not. Okay, some just need your name, your address, and your phone number and your email address, and you're good to go. Okay, so once you have an account in a platform, you can access these crypto coins. You can buy these coins and you can transfer the coin into your wallet. So now you have your Phantom wallet where you have now transferred your coins. You have stored your coins in the wallet. Excuse me. So what you do is you can transfer your coins into the wallet. So now you have opened your account with Oka. So the first step, there's just about 4 steps to get this machine working. Step 1, you need a crypto platform where you can buy crypto. And I've given you names: Coinbase. Some of you have Robinhood app on your phone. Some of you have Kraken. Some of you have Bluffin. Some of you Crypto.com. Some of you have Bybit. Some of you have access to BitGet. Some of you have access to Pionex. All these platforms allow you to buy crypto. So what you do, you're going to buy crypto, okay? Now, some of you have other wallets too, other than Phantom. Some of you have MetaMask. Some of you have other wallets, okay? So it doesn't matter what you have as a wallet. Just make sure you store your keys safely so you don't lose them, okay? So once you have your wallet, you're going to send your crypto to your wallet from your platform to your wallet. If you don't know how to do that, you can do a simple Google search. If you need help, we can help you, handhold you, show you exactly. Just spend half an hour with you and show that. Just comment below that you need help, or you can get hold of one of us using our social medias. Send an email or join those groups and say you need help, okay? Don't just come there and be quiet. Just say what you need. Somebody, trust me, is going to come out and help you, okay? We're here to help our brothers and sisters. Then once you get started up with the basics, which is a crypto platform where you can buy crypto wallet, and then now opening an account with a platform like this, Oka. This is just one. There are many, many others. In the next video, I'm going to reveal some more complicated ones that give you a chance of making more and more stuff, where you can actually make more money, or you can use your crypto to do many things. Your idle crypto that is just lying in your wallet, you can use it to make you extra money, okay? Securely. No guarantees, of course, because we don't control these platforms, okay? So there's an element of risk there. All right, so guys, once you have your crypto in your wallet, okay, what you have to do is you go to Oka, and you're going to go to pools. Okay, so once you're in pools, here you can do your analysis. Now, we do follow a simple criteria in our community. The TVL should be at least 300K. Okay, this is the total volume. Here you can see this particular pool here, L Brett against Sol. You can see that has a TVL of about 222,500. So it's below 300. So probably we are not going to participate in that. And you can see even the fees. Okay, because some of these make them risky. Okay, they could just be rug pool. Somebody sets this up and just to collect your money. Once you enter the pool, they may just pull out and go away with your money. So you don't want that. Okay. So again, so our TVL here, we want the TVL to be at least 300K. Okay, and you can see some of the TVLs here are massive. You can see like that one here, 58 million. This one is like 22 what? 222 million. Yeah, so some of them can be really massive, guys. And then, of course, the other thing you're looking at is the volume. You'll be interested to see some activity. So, of course, if the volume matches the TVL, then it shows you that it's a very, very active pool. And then, of course, you can look at the fees. Are they actually paying fees? Yes, you can see like this one here is paying a lot of fees. This is Sol USDC. Sol is Solana, which is one of the large crypto coins. And then USDC is a stable coin. Okay. Stable coins, if you don't know what stable coins are, we've tackled those in our previous trainings. But basically, a stable coin is pegged to the dollar. So one USDC is equal to $1. They don't fluctuate like the other cryptos, like the Bitcoins and the other altcoins. So stable coins are stable, just like the word suggests, because they are pegged to the dollar. Okay, one stable coin is equal to $1. There's USDC, there's USDT, and there are many others now coming up. Okay. All right, and then you see CBBTC. You can see these are some of the wrapped Bitcoins. Again, we can go into this rabbit hole here. See how are you going to get CBBTC? This is basically bridging your BTC to into a CBTC using some. So now all those exercises require fees. Every time you're swapping your coin from one form to another, or you're bridging your coin, there are fees involved. So those fees are provided by that exercise requires money. It's like requires coins, tokens. There's charges, there's fees involved. That's where your liquidity comes in. That's where you're providing liquidity for those transactions to take place. And since there are fees involved, you get a fraction of those fees. And that's what we're calling yield. That's how you acquire the yield. So by donating your coins, by literally staking your coins into these pools, or joining these liquidity pools, you're providing liquidity for these transactions to take place, and therefore you are rewarded, and the rewards are what you guys are seeing here. You're given a certain percentage. You can see here this particular pool here, the Fatcoin versus Solana. This student is getting about 0.17%, okay, per 24-hour estimated yield. So this is a portion of the fees that this student is getting by literally providing this liquidity. Very small amount of money, like $1 or $3. And you can see now to join the pool, what you do is once you are at the pools and you've decided what pool you want to join, for example, you want to join this pool, you're going to just click on it and it's going to ask you to create a position. However, there are a few rules that we have. Again, you don't want to put this too tight, because if you put it too tight, crypto is very volatile, okay? So you're going to be getting out of range very quickly, and you're going to suffer what we call impermanent losses, okay? So you're going to be losing some of your base altcoin. So if it is this Sol USDC, you're going to be losing some of your Solana, you're going to be losing some of your USDC. It's going to be banned if you're out of range. So the idea is to try and stay within the range so you can keep reaping the profits. Okay. So don't be so greedy, because the squeezer, the lower, the smaller the range, the higher is the reward. Because you guys can see, like right now, if we go by this range here, 3%, minus 3%, plus 3%, that range is very tight, okay? And it gives you a very high yield, 1.1% per day. 1.1% per day is very high, okay? That is like 30% a month, which is like over 300 per year, 300% per year return. Okay, so we are not looking at that. Don't be greedy, guys, okay? Because that's how you get banned. So most of the time, our coaches, you can see, most of them are going with like 20%, okay? Now, this makes it more passive for you, because you don't have to keep checking this every second. But if you're going to use a 3% here, you're likely to be coming in here every second to come and rebalance your position. Otherwise, you're going to suffer impermanent losses, okay? You're going to be out of range, and you're going to ban your base altcoin, okay? So once you have your crypto in your wallet, you can join this pool. So if I have Sol USDC in my Phantom wallet, then if I only have Sol, I can actually do what we call auto swap. This Oka allows you to auto swap. You see this button right here where it says auto swap. So I can swap Sol to USDC and enter this pool if I have just Sol in my wallet. If I have USDC just in my wallet, I can swap USDC into Sol and enter this position, and I can create this position, and then that's what you guys are going to see here on my portfolio. And then this machine will start running, and it will be creating the profits for you. So you can see this one here was created, and it is almost getting out of range. You can see it's moving up here. So this needs rebalancing, because otherwise it's going to get out of range, and then this student is going to start losing the Solana over here, impermanent losses on the coins. So that's what the only thing you have to keep checking. Come back and check once a day or once a week. You can, if you set it properly, then once a week is sufficient. So now, once you get your yield, this is money you can take and spend. So you can withdraw this. What you do is you can harvest. So let's go ahead and harvest this. So we're going to hit harvest, and it's going to ask the student to log onto the Phantom wallet. So let's see if we can log into the wallet with the permission of this student. So that's the password. Never ever share your password with anybody, because they can actually log into your wallet and drain your stuff. Okay, so logged on now. So you can see confirm transactions. So now you need to confirm, and this is what it's going to transfer back to your wallet for safekeeping. Okay, and then from there you can withdraw. If you need to go and spend it and pay your bills, you can do that. Okay, and you can see now the pending yield is 0. That means we've just withdrawn whatever yield we had. Now it's saying in the next 24 hours, this student is going to generate $1.35. Okay, $1.35, because we are running at a 0.536% yield at the moment. Okay, and it's a very conservative setup, because the student doesn't want to spend every hour checking this every day. Otherwise, if they make these tight, the ranges tighter, this yield percentage is going to go very high, and the return is going to be high. But as we said, high return, high risk of getting out of the range and suffering what we call impermanent losses. Now, if you don't know what impermanent losses is, we can go into Google search or YouTube search, and you can learn. There's entire videos on what impermanent loss is, trying to understand. And if you don't understand it, you can always ask below in the comments, and one of us is going to explain this to you. And if you are worried or you're scared, you want somebody to help you set this up, let us just know, and one of our coaches is going to volunteer their time and help you set it up. The time is extremely valuable, So just make sure you're serious, okay? All right, so right now you can see this student has already earned less than a penny. There was 0 a few seconds ago, and now there's less than a penny. If we come back in maybe an hour or two, this will be growing. So it's like every second there's something going on. You're generating. That's why they're called automated money makers. These are automated money making machines, and you can set this up for yourself, okay? Now, is there risk? Yes, there's risk. First of all, we don't control this platform. This platform can go away with all your money right now, okay? Secondly, these can also get out of range because we don't control the market. These are coins that are going up and down. They're extremely volatile. Solana can go. Right now, Solana is about 200 and something per sol. It can go up and down anytime, and that can affect the ranges here. And once the ranges are affected, you know what's going to happen, okay? So now let's take this further. For those of you who, because I can see some of you are like, oh, $1 per day is nothing. Okay, how much do you want to make per day? Let's say you want to make $100 per day, okay? That is $3,000 a month. $100 per day means multiply this by what? 100, right? If we are making $1.35 per day, to make $100 per day, you need to multiply this by what? $100, right? So multiply this by 100x, multiply this by 100x, right there. So you can know how much investment you need to put in here to make that type of a return. So if you want to make 1,000, you multiply by 1,000, multiply by 1,000. That's your investment right there, if you're going to be using this type of ranges. However, in our next training, we can show you the ones that are higher risk, higher returns. So you don't have to put so much investment, you know, like somebody is saying, oh, 251 times 1,000. You guys are talking about 251,000. How can I risk 251,000 to just make $100 per day? That is $3,000 a month. I mean, to make 1,000, you want to make $1,000 a day? That means it's 30,000 in a month from 251. Guys, just from 251,000, you can make almost $30,000 a month. From 25,000, if you're doing about $100 a day, multiplied by 30, that is $3,000. $3,000, you can, with 25,000 here, if you put 25,000 here, you can literally generate $3,000 per month. So your 25,000 that is lying idle somewhere, not earning you anything, can actually pay you $3,000 a month. That's some good money. You may pay some bills. You may pay for that luxury car. You may pay for that luxury house or that luxury trip that you want. Maybe not luxurious as such, but you could pay some bills, right? $3,000 a month. That is very few people who do that. Okay, let me bring a calculator now. So guys, I'm going to move from this. If you have questions about this, you can ask in the chat. You can ask below here, or you can join our groups and ask the questions. Right now, I'm going to move away from this, and I'm going to show you one other one. There's one that we can talk about. It's called Crystal. And then we are also going to talk about this platform here called Revert.finance. Okay, we're going to talk about how you can use Revert to now make this almost hands off. Okay, becomes easier to manage your positions. All right, guys, so let me go back and bring up a board, and we're going to do some maths. So let me bring up a board, a whiteboard, and we're going to end it with the whiteboard, guys. Always we end our trainings with the whiteboard. Why? Very important, because we are talking about knowledge, learning. Most people are suffering because we don't have the knowledge. So we're going to share the knowledge, guys. Okay, so I am going to share the knowledge. Okay, remove that. We're going to stop sharing the screen. I'm back, and now I am going to share the board, the whiteboard. There we go. Okay, So we have seen this student is making about $1.35 per day. From the investment we have seen is about 250, let's say 250, with a very conservative yield farm. Okay, very conservative. Okay, now some of you have a higher appetite for risk, but this student, as I told you, this guy lives under $1 per day, and therefore 250 is a massive investment for this guy. This is almost an entire year's work invested for this student. Okay, so this is some serious money as far as this student is concerned. He had to work his ass off, excuse my French, to get 250. Save that up and put that in Okra and start earning the 135 per day. So literally he has replaced his income. Okay, so now for those of you who are looking for, let's say, $10 per day, how much do you need to put here? So what you're going to do, you basically going to multiply this 250 times 10 divided by 135, or we can just say multiply by 10. Let's assume this is $1, for heaven's sake. Okay, let's say this is $1. So if that's $1, so 250 gives you $1. So to get $10, you need this times 10. You're going to get about 2,500. Okay, using the same conservative setup. Okay, now if you're more aggressive, you can probably change your ranges. That means you may have to spend more time looking at the platform, the Okra. Make sure you're rebalancing your positions so you don't suffer any permanent losses. Maybe you're popping in every 12 hours to check what is going on. So that means you may have to spend more time there, but that may give you a bigger return. So that means maybe you don't need such a bigger investment. Now, for those of you who want, let's say, $100 per day, $100 per day, you're going to have to multiply that by 100, and that's going to be about 25K investment using the same conservative setup. Okay, the way it is set up right now. Now, this can be optimized even better, so we can lower this investment here. We can optimize this to get it to, let's say, 10,000 to generate about $100 per day. And that, you know, translates to about 3,000 per month. Okay, that's about $3,000 a month. Now, $3,000 a month multiplied by 12 gets you to about 36K a year. Now, 36K a year, this starts making sense to some people, okay? Because not many people, a lot of people don't make that kind of money, okay? Now, just let your imagination wander a little bit. Let's say you want to make 100K, okay? So we want to do about 100K. So 100K would be this times 3, just about this times 3. So about 9,000, about 9,000 a month. So 9,000 a month would be about 300 per day. Okay, 9,000 a month divided by 30 is going to give you about 300 per day. So that's going to be about an investment of about 75K. How did I figure that out? Simply put, maths, guys. If you have poor maths, you may not see that right away, but I'm sure you guys are all above this level. This is simple addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. So basically, if we're talking about $100 per day, we need a 25K investment. $300 per day, we need 3 times that. This times 3, you get 300. This times 3, you get about 75,000. Okay, so now, if any of you around here has 75,000 lying around doing nothing, maybe in your banking account, savings account, where it gets about 0.001% interest per year, maybe you can consider something like that, depending on how much risk you're willing to take. Okay, just know that there are no guarantees, and you can actually lose your investment. But you can also lose your money wherever it is. I'm thinking so. Wherever your money is, if it's in stocks, if it's in forex, if it's in some lying on idle on Bitcoin or crypto, you could lose it anyhowly. So why not put it to work? Okay, so there you go. So you have $300 per day. That translates to about, we have seen that is about 9K, 9,000 a month. $9,000 a month is life-changing for most individuals, most human beings in this planet. I've been to many places in the world, and I know with $9,000 a month, you can lead a comfortable life in most places. Most places. Not extravagant, but I mean, you can lead a comfortable life. You can pay a lot of your bills, and you can have some fun added to that. Okay? Just $9,000 a month. You're going to change a lot of lives. Okay? $9,000 a month. Let that sink in for a minute. Multiplied by 12, we are talking about 6 figures. Now, I see that every single day. People saying, how can I make 6 figures? How can I make 6 figures? Go to school, get a degree. A degree, you come out with a degree, you are not even assured of making 6 figures. Very few degrees will give you 6 figures. Very few. Unless it is highly professional, maybe engineering, maybe doctors, maybe, but most people would come sub 100,000 per year with a first degree. Maybe you need a second degree, and then of course colleges are very expensive. Okay, I'm not against colleges, because that's what our parents told us to do, right? Go to school, get good grades, go get a good education. So we did all that. Okay, but do you really get that? No. You come out with massive debts from schools. So what would be the goal here for me now? My goal is to raise 75,000. How am I going to raise this 75,000? You can start here, like this student right here, okay? So you compound this, okay, 250. Like now, this student started at 178. You guys, you remember the last video we did like a week or 2 weeks ago? I think the student started with about $100 or 118 or 178, if I'm not wrong. And right now you can see the investment is about 250. So it is compounding, because every single day you can see he's harvesting the yield, and he's not spending the money. So what is he doing? Returning the money into the pools, and that way compounding his earnings. You're compounding your yield. Okay, so you can start small, because if I talk about 75, give me 75,000, put it in there, you'll be making 3 years. Some people will be like, where do I get 75,000 from? A lot of people don't have that. Okay, but you may have 250, so you can start from there, start compounding it. So every day this 250 is giving you about $1 and some change, or $3, depending on how aggressive you are, how risk. This is a bare bone conservative, using 20%. The ranges are 20%. Some of you are going to use 10. You can imagine you've cut that by half, so you're almost doubling your yield return. Okay, just by changing the range. Some of you are able to watch your pools every 12 hours, every 6 hours on your phones. So you can see that, depending on how much work you want to put in here. So guys, I think I should end that here. This is a sweet spot, and I let you guys think about how, just let your imagination. We're talking about freedoms here, okay? So our goal is to get ourselves to freedoms where we can enjoy the 3 freedoms. Forget about the other freedoms. I'm talking about the 3 freedoms, which is time. Time is the most valuable resource ever. Forget about money. It is time. Time is the most, we lose time. Like now I've been on here for almost an hour. That is time I will never recover. But I'm putting some good use to this time, because I'm sharing knowledge. I'm fulfilling the biblical promise of sharing knowledge. Teach others, okay? Time, financial freedom, and location. Now, when I talk about location, this is very critical. Some people and a lot of us are tied to particular areas or particular centers because we could find employment. The employer decides where you're going to live. But if you are able to free yourself from that, the rat race, then location becomes of no question. You can be anywhere. You can be at the beach all the time, and these machines are taking place. As long as there's an internet connection, you can check your machines. You can be in Timbuktu. As long as there's internet, Wi-Fi, you can be checking your, you can be in Tokyo. Like one of our coaches, one of our best coaches, Mr. Tajimoto, Tokyo, Japan, okay? He can be in Tokyo, or he can be in New York, like Rosemary. Mr. Baker, Atlanta, Georgia. Josephine, Sydney, Australia. Malemala, Cape Town, watching the Table Mountains, right? Watching the sunsets at the Cape. Beautiful. And these machines are working for these guys, big time. These guys have massive investments, okay? Guys, let's end it there. And before we go, let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray that whoever is going to apply this training, this knowledge, and I hope we touch somebody's life, that they change their life, that they're going to take action, they're going to make these their habits, and that they're going to start thinking positive, and that they're going to be successful. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray. Amen. Guys, I hope I'll see you in our next live, okay? We have this going on every day in the community. Sometimes we are busy. We don't show them up on YouTube, but we're going to try our best to have our trainings shared on YouTube every single day, so you guys can start building these freedoms for yourself. 3 freedoms. We don't care about the other freedoms, just the 3. If we can get these 3, guys, we are good. Come and join us so we can all move together towards these freedoms. We want to free ourselves from the rat race and get these freedoms back. Amen. I'll see you guys, and be good, be positive. No negativity, guys. Be positive all the time. I will see you later, and goodbye. Actually, I will see you later. I'm back. So I will see you later. Make sure you subscribe, share this video. Guys, you want to share this with somebody you love, somebody that you care about. The master teacher says, if you learn something, make sure you practice and teach others. The only way you can teach others, just share this information. If you need help, don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Take action. Ask, please ask. If you don't ask, we don't give you the answers. And I'm going to end the stream right here.